So that thing can sit there. We need 3010 again. What's the saying? A third time's a charm or something like that? Gotta untarp his cart. This is always... I'm not a fan of this tarp system because I can never figure it out. So I was gonna just try and back my way around the corner, but I can't make it, so I just going to go around the horn like this here and just do like what we're doing here instead of trying to jack around and hurt the thing. And okay, so that's loading. I'm gonna run down here. Start this so I don't make a mess. Just unloading beans, then we're gonna just wait here until the cart's empty, and then we'll go head back to the field. And then when we're done, shut the PTO off, back the wagon up, stay here and watch us unload.
Doing back there, Billy?
Put this down.
You should check your glasses there, Jimmy. Oh.
Should come over here and open this door. Or maybe I should consider closing this bottom door because I had a mess last year when we didn't, when I forgot to shut these doors. All I did was shut the big one. I'm like, why the heck are all these beans coming out here on the floor? Well, here, I forgot to shut the inner doors. And they're dirty, but there's really nothing you can do about it. And then these latches, I don't know why there's a bottom latch when it don't do nothing, but top one keeps this door, keeps it shut. Good old 3010 running the auger. The cart is 500 bushel. So, and the beans are, they don't look too bad. There was a couple green ones in last night's load, but nothing you can really do about it. Nothing like running old iron. If everything's going all right, it's self-sufficient. That's if everything's going all right. So I'm waiting for that to unload. I'm gonna do chores, so that way we can do beans all night, or till they get tough, or till they get rained out. Sounds like our wagon is empty. Maybe. Could be. It's hard to tell. Yeah. Yeah, we're all empty. It's always a good thing. Shut that so we can restart again. I know I'm gonna try and do. I'm gonna adjust these D10s here. Let's see. Pretty happy with that. It's a lot faster than it was. Does anybody else have any trouble with their 7800 or 7810 with the auger about to rub the tire? All I got to do is just pick the auger up a little bit and it'll clear it. But I don't like doing that all the time. Shoot, this field here will be ready.
Thank you.
Probably this weekend, and or whenever we get around to it. So far the radio is working out great where I put it. I know one lonely farmer, he done drilled up in here, and I don't really think Dad wants to go for that. But whatever, we're making it work. Just making our way back to the field. No sense in rushing in beans because don't fill up as quick as corn does per round. You're not even close to being full yet, are you? I was just curious. I'll just go ahead and pull up here and wait on you. Dust maker he is. So just be glad that you guys that have the older machines have them instead of the newer ones, because I've heard too many stories about the new ones costing too much money to fix. Like 43 grand Case IH wanted for 7100 or something, redoing it for a reman engine. That wasn't our machine, that was somebody else's that I've heard from a mechanic, and just astronomical stuff with the newer combines, the sensor related, and just everything. And of course with this older stuff like the 1440 and that, they don't cost near as a fortune as a 8100 or 7100. You can still buy parts for them reasonably cheap and keep them going. Just like the mining equipment. The older loaders and the haul trucks and the excavators, you can buy parts for them relatively cheap without paying an arm and a leg from the dealer for a reman something. I had meant to get the first, was it the first day of harvesting after that Saturday, that we weren't able to because my video editing software decided that it was going to do things totally different than what I was used to. Went to compile the edited videos or clips into a video. It didn't come out how I wanted it, so I just deleted it altogether, not realizing that as easy it was to go back in and move stuff around. I could have done that rather than deleting the whole entire stuff. So sorry guys, no first harvest video for 2020 in beans. But I know now not to get ahead of myself when editing stuff. It takes time. Well, see, that's what I meant earlier about the auger spout hitting the tire. If any of you guys have had any problems like that, or what I've seen to help is just pick the auger up a little bit and it'll clear the tire. Because what that rubber is your deflector for deflecting the grain and all that stuff into the truck or the wagon or something. Just like the spout on a grain auger. Now it's got that little flap there. I still got my days that I missed the 1440, but then there's times where, you know,
Yeah, you don't get to talk to Mike.
just be thankful for what you have and that kind of stuff. Short beans suck and short rounds suck. Short beans don't amount to nothing. Just like I showed in the crop update video, there are no bean pods in the plant. There's only like 2 pods per plant here or there, and it don't, that kind of stuff just doesn't really amount to anything. Takes a lot of it to amount to something. What did the beans test when you tested them, Pete?
16.
That's not too bad. I mean, just look at them. They're short. This year was a heck of a year with this COVID stuff, and just a disaster. Well, I shouldn't really say disaster, but more of a challenge to try and get stuff done and try and make a prosperous year out of it. It's just been it's just been a struggle. There's a rock there that needs picked up. My bad. Didn't keep up quick enough. But that's alright. We're getting somewhere. Man, that's a nice view of that head. Oof. Yeah, go on and say you guys wish it was a green one, but no. Red's the best thing we can afford, so we'll stick with red. Alrighty, I'll be back. So,
Be careful, don't make a mess.
yes, sir. Man. machine does a good job. Of course, they all do if they're set right. So back to the combine I go. We'll do this about 6, 7, 8 times, or I don't know, till the field's done. Yeah, this year the beans are less because they got black mold, or white. Yeah, it's white mold, not black mold. If you want, you can look it up for yourself. I don't have time to explain it. Keep on trucking. I like to see how full I can get it before it'll run over. Quick and see if, I mean, we're out in the middle of the field here pretty good, and I want to just see if there are any bean loss, which is kind of hard to see because I'm in a shadow. Nope, I ain't seeing nothing so far. So that tells me that that combine is set up ever so good. It's just not there. There's no shatter that I'm seeing from the head, as this is where the head would have come down through, and then over here is where it would come out the back. And again, there is nothing. No, there's a pod there. Look, there's a pod there, but that could that's normal, I think. Have one out of a million, more than. I'd say that's good. Oh, there's another one. That's normal, I think. But yeah, there's no bean loss, like the screens aren't adjusted right or stuff like that. Yeah, we'll just go over here for craps and giggles. There's none. No head loss. No loss. No nothing. This was corn from last year. Ran that Salford over it, and that Salford does a good job. I like running that tool. It's the best darn tool we got around here. It levels the fields up real good compared to that other stupid thing we got, that discavator that brings the rocks up and everything. But I am just not seeing any signs of beans being blown out the back of this machine. Oh, make a liar out of me. There's one. But yeah, in all honesty, one is better than, you know, seeing a whole row of beans behind you. Just keep that in mind. One is better than seeing every so often beans. Then you know you got plugged screens or something screwed up. And we'll go ahead and jump over a few rows here and just look at this, see what we're coming up with. And again, I can almost guarantee you without doing this that it's going to be minimal. The weeds already starting to grow in this, and it's going to be minimal. Yeah, corn's a little bit more tricky because you got the stalks and everything showing up, poking through, and the trash you got to sort through. This is ideal for what that straw chopper has done. It just takes it and just scatters it everywhere within a confined area, and it makes it really, really good for no-tilling wheat. We are going to run that Salford over this just to kind of try and level things up a little bit. But yeah, I get? Oh, for standing in the way. For those of you that have never seen a straw chopper or have heard of a straw chopper or what a straw chopper can do in a field, that's what it can do. Leaves no clump behind. Where as a 1440, I think even the 1600 series, 1640 and them kind of machines, I know the 1440s were notorious for leaving clumps behind, as ours did. Still kind of mad I can't find any videos of that, but oh well. It would have been cool if I had videos of our 1440, but I don't. So, such is life. But it was a cute little combine. Just we got a lot more acres now and don't really feel like cutting beans into January. Now if there was any beans that will come out the back, it would most likely be a plug screen or head shatter, which these beans aren't tall enough to create any head shatter. Head shatter is when they are just so darn dry that they just shattered the head before they even make it into the combine. Corn, it's not so easy to get head shatter with it. Well, yes and no with corn, but we'll go over that when we start to do corn. Head shatter is caused by short crops and short beans, and just when they're real close to the ground, that's when it causes a bunch of head shatters. The standing better crop yields better. That's what I was told. Look at that dust. Yeah. He's got a big goober there on his head. You want me to hit that off your head for you real quick?
Just back up so I can start unload. A little more. Come on.
Yeah, there was something on the head that was a rock. Even though he told me I was loaded, you always unload on this side on a grain cart. Always do. So it'd be better just for me to wait down at this end and just wait for him to tell me, let's go, unload. So we got this field all done, and I don't know where we're gonna head to. All I know is I'm loaded, and I'm gonna get my butt out of here because I don't want to track all that up. I'd rather go out and around.